Fala, meu povo abençoado, eu espero que vocês estejam bem. Nesse vídeo haverá apenas esse tostão da minha voz e quero falar sobre uma etapa do Miss Mundo que despertou muito a minha atenção, que é o desafio Head to Head. Neste vídeo eu apresentarei a vocês os discursos das vencedoras dessa etapa e a tradução de suas respostas. Primeiramente, vamos entender o que é o concurso Miss Mundo. Ele iniciou em 1951 com o tema Beleza com Propósito, ou seja, promove representações diversas de beleza e causas humanitárias. Na etapa Head to Head, a Miss apresenta o seu discurso e eu notei que ele precisa ser assertivo e com palavras que descrevam o seu propósito. Não pode ter declarações gerais, ou seja, aquela Miss que quer abraçar um mundo, muito genérica. No seu discurso, ela tem que alinhar na sua experiência a lição que tirou e que isso tem que estar de acordo com o propósito da franquia. E o que eu percebi? Que todas as candidatas, elas apresentam o seu propósito e dentre elas são selecionadas 20. Dessas 20, as 8 melhores prosseguem. E dessas 8, são selecionadas as 4 melhores desse desafio. E olha o que eu andei pesquisando sobre o currículo dessas candidatas, o nível é altíssimo. Confiram agora os discursos delas. Iniciemos com a representante da Turquia. Seu nome é Heado, eu acho que esse é o nome. Tem 1,79 m, médica e está se especializando em radio-oncologia. Apresentou como lema pessoal: o sucesso é impulsionado por trabalho árduo, foco, gestão de tempo e proatividade. Confiram seu discurso final.
For the final time, the question is, how has working on your Beauty with a Purpose project changed the way you see your role as a woman in your community and in the world?
Thank you for the question. Welcome, everyone. It is such a privilege to be here today and speaking before you regarding this question, actually. So, all my life, I wanted to become a doctor, especially in the field of oncology. And recently, I started to pursue my career in radiation oncology, doing all my research in that field, especially regarding breast cancer. For me, this was very important to advocate for breast cancer prevention, screening, and early detection in my community, internationally and nationally as well, in honor of my mother. She was a breast cancer patient for 16 years. She was very strong and brave, and unfortunately, she passed away due to this condition. But after her demise, I realized that more people need to be aware of this cancer, of this condition, and we need to advocate for it. So people that could do this best are the ones who have experienced it, who have felt the fear, uncertainty, and stress of a cancer diagnosis in the family and the treatment phase, which we did for 16 years. So in my community, in both Turkey, throughout my research, I actually conducted academic research on prevention, especially during the pandemic, where we held where we wrote publications on the importance of early detection and for women to continue going to their screenings, mammogram screenings, to continue treatment despite the burden of the COVID-19 pandemic. That was one of my work, actually, that I did with Princess Margaret Cancer Center in Toronto. And with my Beauty with a Purpose project recently, I've been doing this work in Ukraine, holding seminars and symposiums to teach women about the importance of mammogram screenings according to guidelines, for them to not be scared to actually go to that hospital, to enter that clinic for their screening. Because some women choose to avoid it, but it should not be avoided, because if detected early, that cancer, that condition is treatable and sometimes curable. So in this way, you not only save yourself as a woman, but also you protect your family. This way, your children, your family, your husband, your family does not fall apart. You stay together as a whole. And no children should have to separate from their mothers due to a condition that could be prevented, that could be treated if detected early in time. And with my Purpose project, I've been trying to advocate for this in Turkey through remote collaborations with the Turkish Cancer Society, and in Ukraine with the Ukrainian Diplomatic Spouse Association and the Ukrainian Foreign Minister's wife. Thank you.
A próxima candidata vencedora dessa etapa é de Trinidade e Tobago. Seu nome, Análise. Ela tem 1,63 m, é engenheira civil e, após concluir a sua graduação, ela pretende cursar um mestrado em sustentabilidade na construção. E o seu lema é: Eu sou mulher, ouça-me rugir. Observem o seu discurso.
Good morning again, everyone. So I come from the land of sunshine, of forest, of trees, and I'm lucky to have grown up surrounded by that. And because of that, I grew to love being in nature. It's my safe space. It's where I find happiness. It's where I center myself. And when you love something, you want to protect it. And that's why my beauty with a purpose, the ripple effect, we so strongly advocate for our environment and also expose others to nature, bring them back to where we once came from. Because I think this modern world, it has sort of estranged us from nature, from the natural environment. And I'm really proud to say that one of my initiatives, the Hike and Plant Initiative, I joined forces with volunteers of many ages, some as young as 3 years old, and we went on a beautiful hike in the forest to help replant an area that was damaged by wildfires. And part of what I wanted to do was help people to reconnect with our environment, because I think that we really have forgotten how important it is and how much we need it to sustain us. And also, it's actually medically proven that being in nature helps us to distress. It lowers our stress hormone levels. And planting the day, everyone felt rejuvenated. They felt happy. The kids wanted to stay longer, and they kept smiling and laughing and wanting to grab more trees to come back again. And it might seem like hard work, but one small action, one ripple, when combined, can leave a lasting change. Because those trees, even though it was one day of planting, they will grow and they will have an impact for generations to come, leaving clean air, helping more animals and plants to come back again, so that our world can continue to sustain and nourish us. Thank you.
Right.
A próxima vencedora é da Zâmbia. Ela tem 1,68 m, graduada em medicina clínica e é voluntária. E o seu tema é: Deixe as pessoas melhores do que você as encontrou. E para mim foi o melhor discurso desse desafio Head to Head. Confira.
With social media influencing so many aspects of life, how can we ensure it promotes self-worth and mental well-being, especially among the youth?
Thank you so much for that question. One thing I know in this time and era is social media is powerful. Social media can break you or build you. But the one thing we need to realize as human beings, as girls, as boys, as the world, is we need to be authentic. The world will always change and evolve, but the one thing that cannot change and evolve is who you are. We need an authenticity that will stand in times and generations and cultures and races. You need to be bold with who you are and let the world embrace that. So with the power of social media, we need to teach the women, the men, that there is power in being who you are, and you need to stay true to yourself no matter what, because society will evolve, but you cannot evolve 1,000 times. So stay true to yourself, because that's where your power lies. Thank you.
Por fim, a última vencedora é do país de Gales. O seu nome é Millie Mae Adams. Ela tem 1,63 m, é estudante de medicina e o seu lema pessoal é curar sempre que possível e confortar sempre. Confiram o seu discurso.
I'm an academic, of course, but my biggest lessons have been learned out in the community or across the world. My Beauty with a Purpose project is about educating and empowering young people with the tools and knowledge to react and counteract knife crime. They didn't get the opportunity to go to medical school. They didn't have it as easy as I did. And my journey wasn't easy either. I'm also the first to go to university in my family. But education in a school institute isn't for everyone. Sometimes you need hands-on education in the community, which is why I founded Exeter Street Doctors, to give them that chance to protect themselves and know what to do when they find themselves in that situation of violence. When I traveled to Uganda, I hosted an empowerment session. I thought I was empowering those women, but they were empowering and educating me. The life stories they shared with me will stay with me more than anything I've learnt in medical school. And when I came to India, I met with acid attack survivors. They endured the cruelest acts, but they taught me that you can still smile at the world even if it's treating you badly. So education can look like different things to different people, but it's a tool and it's a powerful one for everyone. And I hope that the education I offer in Wales and England, but also the countries I've visited, will make a difference in their lives. Thank you.
Muito bem, pessoal, vocês conferiram os discursos das vencedoras dessa etapa do Miss Mundo, o Head to Head, e confirma aquilo que eu já tenho demonstrado a vocês, que a assertividade e falar com propósito é a chave para conseguir o título desejado. Como aconteceu com a vencedora da Tailândia, elas também fizeram por merecer. Espero que vocês tenham gostado dessa análise. Agradeço demais a atenção e o próximo vídeo eu vou falar sobre o Miss Supranacional. Até a próxima!